illustrate what I'm talking about, I want you to listen to the story. I know you as a young man might have had this happen to you before where you're doing something a bit mundane like your homework, but you're also projecting into the future where you're driving a Lamborghini with a pretty woman beside you. Only this is the day that will never happen. And this is the core masculine error. According to David Deida in his book, The Way of the Superior Man, it's hoping that things in the future will somehow be different. I'm sure you know that doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting the different result, is utter insanity. The fact of the matter is, you're hoping for a future where you'll be much better off than you are presently, but you're taking no action towards actualizing this future. The fix to be made is simple. Set the goal and then take action towards it, even if it's not the main priority. An hour a day will suffice, David says in his book. So let's say that you want a girlfriend. The first step down this path is making yourself someone a girl will actually want to get with. To do this, a few recommendations are completely quitting social media so you have the attention span to have a healthy human relationship with her. Another thing you could do is having a passion. I'm sure you've heard this countless times where women find guys who have passions attractive. This could be anything from soccer playing, or the guitar, or even just school. Your passion could just be school. You also have to make sure you have adequate hygiene. This means, for most young men, showering at least once a day. It also means brushing your teeth twice a day, flossing at least once per day, and remembering to brush your tongue. You should be hitting the gym 3 times per week, or just doing regular resistance training. So things like push-ups, pull-ups, squats, or your conventional lifts like deadlifts, bench presses, squats, and so on. Now, I don't want you to rush this part, especially as you begin to build up that upside-down Dorito physique with the large shoulders and then the coming down taper. Once you have your hygiene, you have your passion, you're looking good, hit the gym regularly, you can move on to the next stage that's very obvious, which is actually getting the girl. Now, contrary to popular belief, you don't actually have to prowl the streets of wherever you live, harassing every girl for their number and hoping that they'll give it to you. I actually don't like this method because you aren't guaranteed that you guys will have anything in common. One thing that I've seen is you guys might hit it off, and then over time you'll just stop talking to each other, and then it's like, well, you spent so much time and it didn't really work out. So a better strategy, I think, would be finding someone you already work closely with, such as in school, not at your workplace, but generally in school. You'll find a girl, and maybe you've had a few encounters, maybe you've just been saying hi to each other, or maybe you've actually worked pretty closely with each other. If you find them attractive and you think they're interesting, it'd suit you better if you were to go to them and then start a conversation with them, and then hit it off from there as friends, and then maybe take it to the next level if you're more interested. One example of this is if you guys are working on an essay, you might go up to her and ask her what topic she chose for her essay. This is your conversation icebreaker, and then since you guys are already acquainted with each other, it shouldn't be too hard to get a conversation flowing. So let's flip the script and see what your life might look like if you did take action and you've changed your life to avoid the core masculine error. So you've been hitting the gym for a few months now, could be a few weeks, and you've seen some gains, you're looking good, filling out your clothes, and there's this cute girl across the room that you spoke to a little bit, but you guys don't really have a friendship or anything like that. You don't really know her too well. So I know in class sometimes you'll have group projects where the teacher assigns you to be able to pick any group members that you would like. You could use this opportunity to pick that girl in your group. Although you guys will be busy with the work, you'll mostly be concentrated on the work, you'll still get to know her personality a little bit. Is she responsible? Is she not responsible? Stuff like that. Is she organized? And then from there, friendship might spring, which will allow you to then see if you can take this relationship to the next level or not. Another thing that I would like to briefly mention is that you shouldn't really be giving any woman, I think, usually more than an hour of your time if you're extremely busy. They're not going to like the fact that you know your highest purpose, at least if they're feminine. You know your highest purpose, but you're ignoring that to be with her. It's going to make you seem very desperate. So as a rule of thumb, if you're very busy with schoolwork and all of that, spend an hour of focused, dedicated attention and then return back to your work. Or you could have this hour at the end of your day. It's up to you. And I'm sure she'll also appreciate it because everybody probably has busy days. Anyway, I hope that helps. Here's to a better future and better you.